gets all kinds of hits on my phone. Mr. Mecca Audio is on Queen's Flip Show. And he says, I tried to save Biggie's life that week. He tells the whole spiel where he gets into it with some niggas from California. And he about to get another life sentence. He about to get another life sentence in a super max. He telling that story. I'm looking at this and stuff like that. And then he said, I called Big Gene. Gene Deal. Puff's bodyguard. Because I know he's honorable and he gonna get the information to them. I said, man, my Heavy, all these niggas say, Gene, you nigga. They said the barbershops was lit up. He said everybody was talking and all this shit like that. He said, that nigga wasn't lying. That nigga wasn't lying. I'm going to take y'all back and I'm going to give the floor to Unique. I was in California already. I get a call from Dawn Farrell. Remember Dawn, Unique?
Come on, go ahead, kick it.
Yeah, I get a call from Dawn Farrell. Dawn Farrell, I see her number. I picks up the phone and the phone said, this Big Gene? I said, yeah, this Big Gene. Who this? He said, this Unique. Vest up. Click. So I guess the Supermax found out it was a three-way call. And I know you probably got in trouble for that shit. You
I stayed in trouble. Trouble is my middle name. I ain't care about no trouble, my nigga. I'm trying to save the peoples, man.
Yeah. I know you got in trouble because if you had a three-way call on a federal penitentiary call, all your shit, this nigga just risked everything. He risked calling his babies. Y'all don't see the magnitude of what he did when he was trying to save Big's life. He risked calling his babies. He risked calling his wife. He risked calling his dudes on the street to make sure that whatever was happening was still happening, because in his heart and his life and his soul, he's still trying to get out of jail. He might be acting a fool and doing what he got to do because he manning the fuck up while he's there. But to call the notorious, to call to try to save the notorious Big's life, he risking everything that he's got available to him, and he's in a super max penitentiary. Unique, tell the people how you feel and what you was doing and why you did it. And I ain't gonna take much of your time, bro. I really appreciate you coming on here. And like I said, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate that you want to do it on my show on the day Big died. You feel me, brother? I appreciate you for that, man. And you know that I've always been a gentleman and tried to, you know, like just respect who you was and what you did in the streets. And I want to turn the floor over to you, brother.
Yeah, you know this. I mean, when you're in prison, man, everybody's there. All the kings from all over the country. So you think you the biggest, there's somebody bigger. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? No matter how big you think you are, you know what I mean? There's somebody bigger. You know what I mean? I sold a little 25 keys a day. That wasn't nothing to the people that I was there with. That was moving tons a day. You know what I mean? That was 80X Supermax. You know what I mean?
In Colorado.
Big shout out to my man from Honduras, Juan Ramon Mata. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about dudes like that. Y'all don't know who that is. Look them up. That's from back in the Escobar days. That's how long drug dealers been in there. You know what I mean? So you got kings from everywhere. So everything comes across there, you know, and that's all I'm going to say. I mean, just like, you know, I'm definitely going to give my brother Homicide Lewis shout out. You know what I mean? Because, you know, the lynch mob, it's like Lou was Harlem all over the penitentiary system. You understand what I'm saying?
And Lou is, see, people going, Unique, people going to get, you like, and I want to stop you right there. People going to seem funny at me when I say Lewis family. like you family, because I don't supposed to know y'all because I was a, what you say, nigga for life?
Hey, hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying on this situation so they know where I'm at with Ludi. I'm gonna go back and let them know who you are. I'm gonna give you your flowers while you alive.
Don't worry
for those that don't know. But like I said, I mentioned Big Lou name because any prison that I went in, you know what I mean? Anybody came in there, as soon as they heard I was from Harlem, no matter how big I was, whatever, they all knew Lou. You know what I mean? He ran whatever compound he was on. So it's nothing that's going to go on in Harlem that Lou is not going to know. You understand what I'm saying? It's nothing that's going to go on in Harlem that in Washington, D.C., Antoine White don't know. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you know, everything stays. The walls didn't stop information. You know, that's all I'm going to say. But, you know, that's why I say that, because every jail had a big homie that was like, you know, I'm on the compound, I'll be the big homie because I'm unique from Harlem. But I'm saying Lou was the big homie for all the prisons. You understand what I'm saying? Like how they like a black hand when it come down for Harlem.
Right.
Everybody knew that Lou was the man. I want to give him his props right there so y'all understand and know the magnitude of when a man got that much power, there's nothing they don't know. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, but, you know, it is what it is. But as far as your ass go, you know what I mean? Because I ain't going to be on here long. I got to plug my joint in. As far as my joint, your joint go, I mean, we had 112th Street with Slick and the family. Big shout out to everybody over there. Rambo, you already know what time it is. You know what I mean? Sasquatch, you know what I'm saying? Hannibal, you know what I mean? All honorable men over there.
AD, Jerome.
AD, I mean, come on. I mean, so many names.
Jim,
you know, name the names. Name the names. Let me get this plug real quick. All right, so this don't plug out. Tell them who was on 112th Street till I get back. Then I'm gonna let them know what I'm talking about on 112th Street. That you know, that's where the world famous Fritz that everybody be talking about from.
Right.
You know what I mean? So tell them about that. Let me get this plug before this joint cut out, because I don't know if I can get back in.
All right. Okay.
30 seconds.
All right. At on 112th Street. On 112th Street, Jim Ice was the lieutenant, you know, over there at AD and them. And Jim was my man. And when Jim came home after doing 30 years, because I was about to go get Jim. I was going to go to Jim, and I was going to have Puff make Jim over the street team in New York.
That's why I really just jumped that. And
I was going to make Puff, you know, put Jim down with the street team. With the streets in Harlem. Our block went from 8th Avenue all the way down to St. Nicholas. We was family. We gave the biggest block parties. AD and Jerome.
But don't tell me no negative shit. I got you.
Yo, Unique, we still hear you on here. We still hear you. We just don't see you. We still hear you. There you go. Go ahead, Unique.
So, you know, that's where we at, man. I mean, everybody work together. I'm working on certain projects on my end that I'm gonna make sure I get the lynch mob in, and they working on projects on their end that, you know, they're gonna get me in. But that's how Harlem stick together. You understand what I'm saying? That's how Harlem stick together. You know what I mean?
Used to.
You know what I mean? No, I'm talking about old Harlem, my Harlem.
Old Harlem.
I don't know this Harlem. I've been gone 26 years. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah, it's a different Harlem now, brother.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, that's where it's at. So, you know, Lou working on things for me. I'm working on things for him. I mean, you know, it's the same way people collaborate. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Faris, the whole nine. You know what I mean? Darren, BD, you know what I mean? Everybody, man. But, you know, it is what it is. But 112th Street was like crazy because, you know, you get your nice whip, you drive down 112th Street, you got, you know, you got the fish shop over there. Might pull over the fish shop with Slick. Remember the fish shop?
Oh, no doubt, dog. Come on.
You know what I mean? Come on, I know you know. You know what I mean? But, you know, we got that joint over there. I didn't plug it in. We got the fish shop over there. So then we pulled out a block to St. Nick, and that's where everybody out at. I mean, it's a party out there. A straight
all
party.
Day, every day.
You know what I mean? And you know, that's just what it is, man. But Gene was right there, man. It was Slick and the family was Slick and Gene. You know, Gene did his thing. Everybody knew he was a parole officer, carried a big ass 357 on his hip, did what he did. You know what I mean? But he stayed in his lane. You understand what I'm saying? He stayed in his lane. You know what I mean? Because you know your parole officer come run up in your house. So you know, to see your parole officer on the block, you ain't gonna see that now. You know what I mean? Ain't no European coming on our blocks. But to see Big G out there, the parole officer, and you know, he played fair, so niggas loved him. He did a job and he made sure everybody was comfortable and got what they needed to get their lives back together. You know what I mean? And that was the purpose. It wasn't about putting his foot on his neck like the Europeans do us. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, look at that aspect. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, we had a good guy in there looking out for us. You know what I mean? That's what he was. So when he came on the block, we looked out for him. You understand what I'm saying? And that was family. He could come up to 151st Street, 155th Street with me and chill out all day. You know what I mean? Ain't got to watch his back. Ain't got to even think about touching his mag. You know what I mean? But that's what family is. But see, it's just crazy that I just came home. And since I've been home, it's like I'm seeing that everybody's trying to twist the narrative. You know what I mean? To belittle and tear down the men. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't do that to Zeus. They didn't do it to Abraham Lincoln. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't do it to John F. Kennedy. They ain't do it to Reagan. They ain't do it to Bush. But we do it to each other.
Always.
You know what I mean? And, in 20, 30 years, our history may be distorted so much that our babies don't even know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because remember, I'm coming back 3 generations later. So it's like I was frozen and brought back over here. You understand what I'm saying? So for me to come out here and see the way things is going and just hear people talk about how they feel about certain things is like, it's like the Twilight Zone to me, just keeping it 100. You know what I mean? It's like the Twilight Zone to me. But, it's like, man, people just need to stay in their lane, man. You know what I mean? People stay in their lane. Like I said, there was dudes bigger than me. I didn't need to tear them down verbally. You understand what I'm saying? To make myself stand up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm seeing here. You understand what I'm saying? People tearing each other's, backs out and digging them down. I mean, everything negative. That's why my channel over at Unique Mecca Audio, I don't worry about views. You understand what I'm saying? If I get 1,000 views, 2,000 views, I know these are loyal people that's watching, and over a course of time, you understand what I'm saying? They're going to get their mind right.
Right. No doubt.
And that's what my channel's about. It's to reach out and touch one of the youth or one of the elders that might be slipping. When he's slipping, get ready to do something that he know he ain't supposed to be doing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
so,
sir.
That's where it's at. Yeah.
Yeah. Like Unique. People don't understand your strength and your power that you had over Harlem. Like you move shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about drugs. I'm talking about men. That even though you were giving people opportunities to feed their family the only way that you knew how at that time. You understand? That some of the DJs who are powerhouses today put their tape in your store and was sold in your store.
Listen, man, I opened up their store with my money. I didn't ask no DJ for a dime. I opened up Mecca Audio. I hooked it up. I went downtown. I got the SP1200. I got the fanciest mixer. I got the SP1200 track board, which they only made a certain amount a year. You know what I mean? In the world at that time, and you had to bid on it. But I went and got that for the DJs. I put all that in there, and I gave the DJs a home where they could come make their mixtapes and didn't have to walk around with 10 crates of records. So I had my own records in there, spent all my money, did everything, and I gave to my man Star Child, rest in peace.
Hold on, stop. Can I just stop you right there? Stop that, Unique. You wasn't being honest right there, and I gotta stop.
But speak your mind. You know how we do.
I'm gonna speak my mind, brother. You just said I spent all my money. You ain't spent all your money.
No, you know what I'm saying? That's when nigga Jamaica come on with me and say, me spend all of the money that that me put in other place. You understand? All the money that me put in other place. That's
you spent a lot of money.
That was out of one pocket. You know what I said? That was a one pocket spend.
No doubt. You spent all your money.
But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I ain't asked nobody for nothing.
Not at all.
And I gave all the DJs came in there. Big shout out to Ron G, Star Child, Love Bug, Biz.
Let me tell the people something else you started. He used to do battles on the streets and give the winner $5,000.
You already
if you won a battle, you would get $5,000 and you'd be able to perform up there at Club 2000.
You know what I mean?
You know about that. I want to drop that jewel right there. You started that battle shit, that street battle shit like that. You know what I'm saying? In Harlem like that. Giving somebody, yo, you come there, you ready to battle, somebody giving you $5,000 for spitting because you battle some niggas? Come on. Come on, Unique.
But that's what I'm saying. You know, that's the old Harlem. You understand what I'm saying? We all found ways to give back. You know what I mean? Me, Kevin Childs, you know what I mean? Peter Shue, I mean, we all gave back. You understand what I'm saying? And that was just my way of giving back. Young dude trying to rap. I already know he needs studio money and things like that. So he don't need to come ask me for that. I know what he need. You understand? Not what he want. I don't care what he want. But I know what he need, you know what I mean, to get his life right. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, give him a little 5,000, you know what I mean?
Because that's how I got confused, man. Because I was up there at that battle when Grimm, before he got shot up and put in a wheelchair, you understand, with Jay Black. I was at that battle, and Grimm was turning that dude ass up, and then Grimm did a nigga like this. So after Grimm stopped rapping, so he said, "So what you want, nigga? So what you want? So what you want, nigga? So what you want?" He said, "Hey, ho!" And the whole crowd just said, "All right." That was like, yo, that shit blew my mind. I was like, oh my God. You understand? And yo, and niggas don't know. I don't know how much money you had in your hand, and I know you gave him a stack. You just threw all the money in the air. I was like, oh shit.
You know, that was letting it rain. You know what I mean? For the MC.
Yeah. That shit was crazy, man. And that was the old Harlem, man. Yo, so the night, the day you told me that the vest up, I called Dawn back. And I want to hold you. I called Dawn back, and I said, "Dawn, was that unique? Unique for Mecca Audio?" He said, "Yeah, Gene." She said, "Yeah, Gene." She said, "Gene, yo," and it seemed like she was about to cry, dog. You know, because I guess y'all had a conversation. She was about to cry, dog, on the phone. She said, "Yo, Gene, y'all got to get out of there because Unique said they coming to kill y'all." I was like, oh my God. I start getting on the horn. Chaz, Slick, told Kirk Burrows we needed more security. I did all that shit, man. And today, you know, I know that I've always felt like this. I always put myself on shit could happen. But by you even reaching out to save Big's life, save my life, put us on point like that this shit is as serious can get. You understand? And for the people, I'm letting them know, I told everybody way before, Unique gave us at least 3 days to get out of California. You understand? And whatever you had to go through to do that, man, honest to you, and I'm blessed that I'm blessed that I know you. I'm blessed that you was there for me, man. And I show my appreciation of you helping me being able to spare my life, you know, by putting me on higher alert. Because if it got to the prisons and the prisons know, you know, the streets know. You understand? So I appreciate you for doing that, man. And that's why whenever you made that phone call and I was there, and you said this yourself, you said, "Gene, I bought cars, I bought houses for niggas." And you was there, and I ain't never did nothing for you, and you was there for me more than them niggas. And I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you know, it is what it is, man. I mean, that's the life we lived. That was survival back in the 80s and 90s, man. That was survival. And, you know, like I said, just being dropped back over here 30 years later and seeing what's going on, it's like, you know, like, what happened? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, even the old lady on the corner knew not to tell. You understand what I'm saying? Then you had those like that Biggie talked about that would tell. You know what I mean? Out the window. You know what I mean? But the majority, 90% of the people in Harlem mind their business. The other 10% was trying to clean it up to turn it to what it is. And, you know, I respect them. They made it what it is. That was that 10%. But like I said, I can't judge them. I'm in a whole different league. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't judge them. They looking at it from a different set of glasses. You know, so, you know, they living by how they live, by how I'm living. You know what I mean? We die before we tell. We get killed for telling. You know what I mean? That's the era that I came from. You know what I mean? And that's not to badmouth nobody. And that's why I tell the youth, don't get involved. Don't get into the drug game. Don't break the law. Because there's rules and consequences to everything, man.
Yes, sir.
There's rules and consequences to everything. And that's all I'll be talking about over at my YouTube channel, Unique Mecca Audio, is that there's rules and consequences, man. And don't step into the arena so you don't have to make these choices that I had to make. And because if I could do it all over right now, there's no way in hell I would do that. I could take all the cars, the money, the 25 keys a day, keep that. I was locked away from my kids for 26 years, man.
Yeah.
18 months when I got locked up. 5 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old. I come home, they 30-something years old.
You had a five.
I love them to death because they mine, but I mean, I don't know they mine. Mm-hmm. The little letters or whatever you get when you in there, that ain't nothing. That's why I say none of that is worth it. Yes, I didn't know that then. And then I thought I was providing.
And I tried myself, you know, I tried to teach guys that when they were going through the prison system, they coming home. I would tell guys, you got 5 years, brother. It's a 5-year period before you be straight. And guys wouldn't understand what I was talking about. I said those first 2 years is to get to know what's out here and understand that God's gonna try to pull you back into the game. You got to get out. You got to get that off your chest. That's saying that, and you know, once you get back in the game, you just start it all over, back over by throwing another brick at the penitentiary, bro.
Exactly. You know, and know when you get caught to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
that's the point. That's why I say don't get involved. Then you don't have to worry about shutting the fuck up,
bro. Listen to me, man. I used to be in. This one guy got caught with 150 vials of crack. I don't know, was it crack or heroin? Little slash packs of heroin. Had him in his socks.
Yeah.
Right? In his socks. He went out, he get caught. Right? They sit him in the office and they said, yo, if you don't give us something or somebody right now, you understand? If you don't give us something or somebody right now, you understand? You're going to go to jail for this. You're going to get a new charge. Now, this is a parole violation. You're going to get a new charge, this, that, and stuff like that. Yo, my man. And this is crazy. And I'm saying it now. He said, I tell y'all, but pointing at me. He said, yo, you think he was pointing at me? He said, I tell y'all, but y'all got to get him out of here. Talking about me. I said, you rat bastard, and walked out the office. I said, you rat bastard. And walked out the office. And then about 2 weeks, like a week, not even a week later, a big news article came out. Bus driver caught with guns and ammo up in the Bronx and the whole 9 yards. Never been in trouble, never this, that, and the third like that. Found out it was that rat bastard that got him in that trouble. It's crazy. And what I'm saying that is that, you know, I don't mind law enforcement doing their work and doing their job. You understand? And that's what we had to do. You understand? But don't get caught you doing dirt and then you gonna tell on somebody else because you got caught. I didn't respect that at all.
No, but bottom line is they just got to ask themselves, would you want your man to tell on you if the case was reversed? You know what I mean? And if the answer is no, you wouldn't want him to tell, then you already know what to do. Right. But that's why I say don't get involved so you don't have to make these choices. But these are hard choices.
But it's situations. See, what happens is a lot of kids don't know how. They see y'all glisten, y'all glamour, Unique. You got to understand, man. Y'all had, you know, no disrespect to whatever situation you had. Y'all had all the women chasing after y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all, when y'all walked through the door, the crowd just opened up. You understand? And you got people seeing that. You got kids seeing that, bro. You understand? Y'all was, you know, those young girls who was fine, but they had kids and stuff like that. Y'all made sure they Christmases, they birthdays, and all that stuff like that. So kids see that, man, and they try to emulate what they see. So they don't know that you could go to school and have a good job and have the same shit y'all had, bro. Because you can't tell me that I never did nothing but work. And I had some of the same shit y'all had because you know what I'm saying? Because I got another job. And I got another job. You understand what I'm saying? And if that's what you want and that's how you want that look and you want to do like that, go to work, get a 9 to 5, get your business, get something that you don't have to worry about looking over your back or your shoulder. You understand what I'm saying? In that manner.
Yo, it's funny you said that, right? I just did a video on my YouTube channel that I put up today with a young man that I met for the first time since he was 11 years old, and he's now 45 years old. This was 11-year-old child. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, I'm living my life, man. It was like my life was a movie and I was the star, you know, just keeping it 100. But it was 11-year-old child out there, and he saw me and saw, you know, the BMW with the wide body, the M3, you know what I mean? And he was fascinated. And I saw the way he was looking at it, and he was like, man, I want to go for a ride in one of those one day. You know what I mean? So I put the kid in the car, 11 years old. You know what I mean? Took him down, bought him some gear, brought him back uptown. You understand what I'm saying? And always made sure he has money in his pocket, because all he used to do was wash windows at 11 years old and sell teddy bears and little trees and stuff. Remember the kids that used to be on the bridge, 155th Street?
Yeah, I remember.
The Bronx by Yankee Stadium.
Yeah,
remember
before they started selling water.
Yeah. But this is one of those kids. But he was just a kid then. You know what I mean? This is 93. Then I get locked up and I come home now in 2020. And then here it is. I talked to him in 2022. He's 45 years old. A grown man. But he remembered this. And from that, he down there in South Carolina, he got a car detail shop. You know what I mean? And he got his life together, because when I seen him on the corner, I didn't do like many others would have back then and say, shorty, I need you to play lookout. I'm going to give you this $100. You know what I mean? Give you $100 a day. I just need you to look out when you see the police holler. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't do none of that. I ain't telling them to carry this across the street, carry this up the block. You understand what I'm saying? I told them, don't get in these streets. And this, when I was at the height of my career, poisoning the community, which I take responsibility for, and I apologize at any time for it. But from where I was at, I was surviving. I did a damn good job of surviving. So what? I made it all the way to the top. You know what I mean? I survived. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know the youth is looking, so you have to give them something positive. And the generation before us, they got caught up by getting addicted to heroin and all of that and screwed their lives, and they wasn't there to give us the game, but we got it from the street. But when we left, they took the streets away. So there was nobody to give the street game to the new generation for the last 2 decades, is what I see. So the
thing about it is that they came fascinated. I could tell you about that. They came fascinated with the stories that these rappers was telling. And these rappers wasn't telling the truth, because these rappers was emulating y'all and fascinated with what y'all was doing. And they put it out the way they wanted to and twist it like it was them. And it was never them. You understand? It was never them. I could tell you. You understand? I could tell you it was never them. You understand what I'm saying? I knew all the names and all the people that was up in Harlem running it, doing this and doing that. And nobody never spit a verse. You hear me? On nobody track. You hear me saying? So anybody in Harlem during that time was saying they was some kind of kingpin and they was doing this, they ain't never spit a verse. They was spitting about other people.
Listen. When I was on the streets, when I got locked up in 93, there wasn't even a gangster rap record label in New York City. There was no gangster rap record label in New York City when I got locked up in 1993. Just to show you, we wasn't allowed in. They didn't want the niggas in there. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, they had Def Jam in there, Uptown, but after Def Jam got into it, Professor Griff left because he said that MC Search wasn't God when the white dude said he was God, and he left and went down there with Luke Skywalker after Luke Skywalker won that joint for the First Amendment, you know what I mean, where you could curse or do whatever. I just gave y'all history in that one breath. Look up what I just said. You understand what I'm saying? There was no gangster record label in New York. That's why when Mob Style came out, they came out independent. And that's why they hit so hard. Because this was us. We saw us real gangsters rapping. Gangsta Lou, Pretty Tone, AZ, we seen real gangsters rapping.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's why New York went on over the years. What I've noticed, in my opinion, that New York went over the years to keep that gangster image in they rap, and everybody's just gangster in New York. And then when you go down south, they just about partying, from Luke Skywalker with the shake what your mama gave you, and you know, pop the coochie and all of that.
Right, right.
They was in the partying in the south.
Right.
They damn near created that. Because when I went down south and I saw how they was partying, you know what I mean, with young, pretty black girls, you know what I mean, that looked like college girls, that was college girls. But I mean, you wasn't gonna see in no goddamn club in New York butt ass naked.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw that down there, I said, damn, it'll cost too much to bring all the homies down here. So let me go up top and open up a club and bring these girls up there and show my peoples what I'm seeing, because I believe in that you give to your brother what you want for yourself.
Right.
And I enjoyed watching this show. So I bought the show from Miami to Harlem and put it up in Club 2000 in Washington.
The first time I seen Dr. Dre and Snoop was in Club 2000.
Yeah, when they first came out with that deep cover joint.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
When the Chronicles was dropping.
Right. People thought people thought I was lying when I told them I bodyguard Onyx at your club.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At Club 2000. And Jam Master Jay tried to run out on me. But listen, Unique, I appreciate you being here, man. I know, you know, I've given I given a lot of time towards Big's memorial, you know what I'm saying, in a celebration of him, man. And like I said, that it didn't happen the way we wanted to, but I know people out here and big fans, thank you for taking that hit in the federal jail to try to save Big's life, man. And like I said, I do appreciate you, brother. And thank you, man. And you know I'm always be here for you. I got heads up on your man, your other brother. I just got a call today.
Double O?
No, Double O, yeah. Double O got, you know, I don't know how he died, but they found him in the house in California. And let me just say this, that we got to still send our prayers out to and for K Slay, man.
Oh,
you know
most definitely.
He's getting better, but they had to raise up the echo machine on him again. So, you know, he's fighting. He's fighting, brother. And if you know him like I know him, that he's gonna fight a good fight. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be in there, you know, because I got people, you know, talking about how I'm just his driver, I'm just the security, and that's telling me that they don't really know. You understand what I'm saying? So they just talking shit for the Instagram and the YouTube channels and stuff like that. So we got to send our prayers out to him so he could be all right, man. You know what I mean? So like, I want to thank you, and I'm gonna spend this last 5 minutes, you know, talking to the people out here, man. And y'all go and y'all subscribe to Unique's channel at Mecca Audio. And Unique, you got any words that you want to say to the people or whatever like that, man? We appreciate you coming out here, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, just if you know, if you're trying to get your life changed and hear the real how it went back in the 80s, man, go back there to Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm out. Gene, love your family.
Love you back, bro. Peace.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. Fresh out the
can of 26. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops. Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them, cause they the truth them, and bless up to all the root men.